Hi all, this is Ninebot S Plus, and now I need to replace its battery. By the way, its battery is inside here on this part of the console. Now, in order to replace the battery, basically you need to disassemble everything, almost everything except the motors. So we will start off removing the cover, and then there are the main board and many connectors, and then you need to get to the mat here and remove them, and then you can remove this handle, and then you can get to the battery and replace it. It's a pain in the ass to do it, but it's time now to do it, and I will show you step by step. So first you have many 3mm hex screws here, many of them. You just need to disassemble all of them, and before removing the cover there is a connector to the buzzer, so you need also to disconnect this connector before continuing. So total 12 screws, and then you have the connector down here, so you just need to press it, and then it goes just like this. And now we can go to the next step. I will start from the handle because this is a little difficult. So first you need to remove this cover, and then there are additional screws, and then we continue. Okay, I used a flat screwdriver to open the cover, and now there are additional screws, but before doing anything, it is recommended to disconnect the battery. There is the connector here. You just need to unplug it like this, and now the battery is disconnected, so you can safely continue. There is another plug from the battery, the balancing one. You can also disconnect it here on the bottom, so I just press and it goes out. So now the battery is fully disconnected from the chassis, and I can continue. So after removing these 4mm screws from here, the size is 4 here, so now there is additional plug here, and you can gently take it out and just pull it, and it will be disconnected. Very simple. And now you need to remove the handle. This is a little difficult. There are few ways to do it. I will try one of them and we'll see if it is going smooth or not. So I have here electricity wire, and there are holes on the side that you can transfer this wire from side to side. Also a little difficult, but after you do it, you can now try to take this part off by doing something like this and trying to pull it. Okay, this one took very easily, but usually it's not so easy to do it, especially if this is the first time you're doing it to a specific tool. Now on this side you have many plugs, connectors, and you just need to push them, and then you can remove them. But first, I always advise to take a picture. I will do it myself in order to see each part exactly how it goes. So it's not very difficult, but to be on the safe side, I always do a picture. Some of the connector, it's a little difficult, especially on this side, near the top, but they all go out eventually. So each connector that is stuck I will get to it very soon. This is not yet off, but I can use my nails to take it out. It is out now. Now there are many screws, some of them Phillips and some of them hex. And there are additional motor wires here on the side, on the right or on the left. Just remove them. It's the same color to same color, so later it will be very easy to connect them back. You just pull them, very simple. Now I will disconnect many screws here, some of them Phillips, some of them hex, in order to take the main board out to get to the connector. Now, after I've disconnected all the hex and the Phillips screws and took all the plugs off, it should easily go out all the main board with the heatsink. Be careful that there is a lot of cooling material, not to touch it, because it's a little, you will get a little dirt if you will touch it. And also you want to make sure that it will stay in its place, because this is what transferring the heat from the main board to the chassis. Now we almost got to the battery. This is the other side of the battery, but we need to remove the mat in order to very easily take the battery out. So there are additional Phillips big screws, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to each of the mat on the other side. So I will just remove them and then we'll get to the other side and can easily remove the battery. Now, after doing all the screws, this mat should easily go off, and then we can get why it is not going out. It is. And now we can get to the 6 screws of the battery. These screws I suggest to open not with a power tool, because the plastic is very breakable, so use a regular tool in order to unscrew them. Now, after doing all this and removing the 6 3mm screws, you can just take the battery off and replace it. Very simple. It's a long process, but simple if you know all the things. And of course, do the reverse of this video in order to close everything back. So thank you and bye. Before doing everything in reverse order, it is recommended to look that your new battery is working properly. There is a LED. Currently I don't see it because it's very, I see very low light. And of course, another thing you can do is to take the charger and try to see that the new battery is charging. And if it is charging, so probably it is okay. That's all. Thank you and bye.